In the sleepy town of Kokuri, nestled between two great rivers, lived a childless couple, Amina and Tond. For many years, their longing for a child remained unfulfilled. Their home, once a place of laughter and hope, had become a silent tomb, where prayers rose like incense but seemed to vanish into the heavens, unheard. Every morning, Amina walked to the riverbank, where the mist called like whispers from the ancestors. She knelt on the damp earth, hands trembling as she scooped water into her palms. With closed eyes and a voice heavy with sorrow, she murmured, "Oh, spirits of the river, gods of the land, give me a child before I leave this earth." The wind carried her words across the water, but no answer ever came. Tond, a man of quiet strength, often sat behind her on a rock, his broad shoulders slumped. His silence was filled with longing, his heart burdened with unspoken grief. The townspeople, ever quick with whispers, spun cruel tales. Amina's womb is locked with a padlock, some said. Others scoffed, perhaps it is Tond. Maybe he devours his unborn children in his dreams. The words stung, but Amina and Tond never responded. They just kept hoping, kept trying. One evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, a stranger arrived in Kokuri. She was a young girl named Ada, with skin radiant as the morning sun and hair flowing like palm branches in the wind. Her presence carried an air of mystery, and though she was an outsider, the town felt strangely alive with her arrival. Chief Obi, the wealthiest man in Kokuri, was the first to take notice. He was old, his face carved with the lines of time, his belly round from years of feasting. Though he had many wives and children, he had no son to inherit his vast wealth. To him, Ada was an omen, a key to unlocking his greatest desire. So, he took her as his wife, showering her with the riches of his household, golden anklets, coral beads, and silk wrappers finer than the dawn mist. Yet, despite the luxury, Ada felt like a bird in a gilded cage, her spirit restless. When she became pregnant, Chief Obi's joy was boundless. He declared feast, offering sacrifices to the gods, convinced that his heir was on the way. But when the child was born, a girl, his joy turned to fury. A girl, he spat, staring at the wailing infant swaddled in fine cloth. A girl cannot inherit my legacy. His rage was swift and merciless. That same night, Ada was cast out of his household, her cries lost to the wind. Her newborn daughter, Zara, remained behind, raised by the other wives, but never truly loved. She grew up in the shadow of the palace, her heart yearning for a mother she had never known. Years passed, and Zara blossomed into a kind and gentle soul, adored by the village children and elders alike. Yet, a part of her always felt empty, a sadness she could not explain. One evening, as the village prepared for the harvest festival, a mysterious woman arrived. She was old, her eyes deep like the river's depth, her voice no louder than the rustling of leaves. Yet, her words carried weight. "Zara, daughter of Ada," she whispered, fixing her gaze upon the young girl, "the winds carry the truth. Your mother lives, but her time wanes. You must find her before it is too late." A hush fell upon the festival grounds. Zara's heart pounded. "My mother?" she asked, stepping forward. "You know of her?" The woman nodded. She was cast away, left to fend for herself. But the river remembers, and the winds do not forget. Zara did not hesitate. That night, under the silver glow of the full moon, she set out on a journey guided only by the whispers of the wind and the currents of the river. She traveled through dense forests where the trees spoke in hushed voices, past villages where elders recounted stories of a woman who once passed through, her sorrow as heavy as the rains of the wet season. She walked for days, weeks, months, her feet blistered but her resolve unwavering. In one village, she met an old healer who spoke of Ada. "She lives beyond the hills," the healer said. "Alone. Broken. Waiting for something or someone." With renewed strength, Zara climbed the hills, her breath ragged but her heart steady. At last, she reached a small hut by the river's edge. The air was thick with the scent of herbs and firewood. Inside, on a straw mat, lay Ada. Her once radiant skin had dulled, her body frail, her breath shallow. But when her eyes met Zara's, a spark flickered, a light long lost. "My daughter," she whispered, tears pooling in her tired eyes. "I thought I had lost you forever." Zara knelt beside her, taking her mother's hand. "You didn't leave me, mother," she said, voice thick with emotion. "You were stolen from me. But I have found you now." Ada's fingers, weak but warm, brushed against Zara's cheek. "I prayed for this day," she murmured. "To see you. To tell you I love you." Zara held her close, feeling the weight of years melt away. For the first time in her life, she felt whole. As the river beside them murmured its ancient song, as the wind whispered the secrets of the past, Zara knew that she had not only found her mother, she had found herself. And in that quiet, sacred moment, the river carried away the sorrow of generations, leaving behind only love, only healing. The town of Kokuri would forever remember the tale of Zara and Ada, the girl who saw the truth, and the mother who never stopped waiting. And so, the river flowed on, whispering their story to those who would listen.